10,000. 10,000 is a 5-figure number. 10,000 is 100 100s. 10,000 is the number of hours of work that many have claimed to be required to become a master in a given discipline. In fact, I'm becoming increasingly convinced that 10,000 is the biggest number. But most importantly, 10,000 is the number of subscribers that my channel has achieved. Times 10. I have reached 10,000 divided by 10 subscribers. 1,000 if you prefer. So there are two questions that immediately arise from this event. The first of which being, how did it happen? And the second question is, what does it mean for Blazing Cactus? Well, as far as I can tell so far, it means 3 things. Number 1, it incentivizes me to make more content for the channel. And I would love to do that, but the thing is, I'm a Ph.D. student starting my spring semester classes, as well as studying for the qualifying exam in May. Needless to say, I've got my hands full academically, so I can't promise any amount of consistency when it comes to production output, but I still intend to create as much as time allows because I genuinely enjoy making these videos, especially after 2024, which was undeniably the greatest year Blazing Cactus has ever seen. Which leads me to number 2. Blazing Cactus. I recently came to the startling and, dare I say, harrowing realization that my username, well, it makes no damn sense. Cacti are plants, and therefore could never survive prolonged periods of spontaneous combustion, and I have no idea how I or any of my viewers failed to point out this existential fallacy sooner. I don't even think I would have ever realized it if my last video didn't take off and force me to think about my channel's branding more seriously. So, in the interest of averting this identity crisis, I have elected to change my username to Flintquill. The advantages to this username are twofold. Firstly, it matches up with my Twitter account as well as my currently inactive Twitch channel, which have already had the name for quite a while now. And secondly, it avoids the paradoxical pitfalls that Blazing Cactus had in terms of meaning because it just doesn't mean anything in the first place. But the main consequence that I really wanted to talk about in this video is number 3. We can no longer be friends. According to the theory developed by anthropologist Robin Dunbar, people can generally maintain stable simultaneous relationships with at most 150 people. Now that my following has risen to a 4-digit number, maintaining the friendships with my subscribers that I had cherished and nurtured for the past 7 years has become an impossibility. The days of talking to my subscribers over the phone about our personal lives are over. The days of inviting all 74 of my subscribers to the Elks Lodge and hosting a watch party whenever I upload a new video are over. The days of hearing a faint knock on my door at night and opening it only to find 150 of my loyal, groveling, God-fearing subscribers standing in the rain and taking them all to the beach for a vigorous LARPing session underneath the moon until sunrise, and then going to the baseball game and sitting next to one of them on the blazing hot bleachers and sharing a mustard-smothered corn dog with them and feeling the wind on our backs and maybe even leaning in for the slightest of pecks on the cheek after a day of bonding under the vast blue sky are over. And that's a tough pill to swallow. But I refuse to let it stop me from creating as much content as I can amidst all of my math coursework, because I love it. I love the joy of discovering a new idea. I love the process of writing soul-bearing and thought-provoking scripts. I love putting the end result out into the world and seeing the response that it garners. And most of all, I love exactly 150 of you. Flintquill, signing off.